My stepdad told me he is in love with me. My mom and stepdad got married about 10 years ago. My mom and I are not close. She walked out when I was 4 and had me on weekends, but I spent 80% of my time with her parents and my aunt as she was too busy with whoever she was dating at the time. I was raised by my dad's parents because my dad was too busy working all the time. I come from a very strict German family that are basically like Vulcans and show very little emotion. 3 years ago I tried to unalive myself due to an abusive relationship and I ended up moving in with my mom temporarily so she could help with my son while I was in treatment. This is when everything with my stepdad started. After I got out of the hospital, me and him got close. Every day for 3 months he would drive me to and from outpatient therapy and we would just talk or listen to music. Harmless. When I had meltdowns he would talk me through it and be a shoulder to cry on. Harmless. We would go on hikes together with my son because my mom has health problems and would opt out. Again harmless. Or so I thought. In my head, it felt like I finally had a dad that showed me love and attention. I even gave him a card for Christmas asking if I could call him dad and he cried and said yes. I was overjoyed. I finally had a bond with a parent that I've never had before. Boy was I wrong. Now let's bring in my now boyfriend Z, 24 meters. He worked with my stepdad and he brought him over one day and me and Z hit it off instantly. We hung out and talked for hours. My stepdad started getting protective and I just read it as being a dad. Well, one night we went out carp shooting like we normally did and that's when my stepdad confessed his love for me. He wanted to know if I felt the same way and said he wished he was 20 years younger. He also admitted that his tears over my Christmas card were tears of sadness that I saw him only as a dad. I awkwardly told him I just saw him as my dad and that night I cried myself to sleep in Z's arms. Have I told my mom? No. She has a long history of choosing partners over me. So much that her ex-girlfriend's son SA'd me and she took his side over mine. So telling her isn't going to do poop.